Alright guys, I'm going to come to you with hopefully a quick video. It's a little bit of blacksmithing, a little bit of fabrication, but I was going through some of my wrenches. I got a show coming up this weekend. I'm trying to get stuff ready for the show, and I always like to have something new, something different. And I came across this thing. I don't know what the heck kind of wrench it is. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me. And it's like, what can I use this for? And I was thinking, well, I could bend it up and make it into a hook or some type of tool rack. And I'm thinking, it's too boring for something like this. So what I'm thinking, boot rack. Alright, I like the idea of it. I need to kind of spread these out a little bit more in width here. And then I'm going to take this wrench, I think, and somehow mount it underneath here to hold it up. And then I think what I want to do, and I don't know, this is going to be a trial error, is I might have to draw this wrench out a little bit. I don't want to distort too much of what it is, but it's, you know, it's just a plain rectangular handle anyway. And then I think what I'm going to do is come out and then make a loop and come back around, so it's got a platform to sit on. So that's the project. You know, it should be short and sweet, but pretty cool. A good way. What am I trying to say? Look around. There's a lot of things you can find, and then what can I turn that into? And then maybe what can I sell it for? You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Alright, one of the things I want to do besides reshaping this is I want to get some of that rust knocked off of this. So I'm just going to hammer it a little bit just to kind of loosen up that rust, and I'm going to hit it with the brush. I'm going to clean it up afterwards anyway, but by getting it in the fire, a lot of that stuff will loosen up for you. So we'll do the other side once I'm done here, but I just want to flare these two things out just a little bit. Alright, now I don't want it to look like I changed the wrench too much. Still want it to look like a wrench, yeah, but I want it to flare out a little bit more of a V. Something like that. This one's a little too far. I like that. Alright, just enough so that you got room to get your boot in there. I think I'm going to actually bring this one out just a little bit more. Let me reheat that side. Alright, yeah, that's nice and warm now. We can get a bit of a flare on this. I want it to look pretty symmetrical. I like that. Alright, so again, just enough room where it actually lets us get our boot in. So that's good. Not a whole lot of activity there, but that extra step I think is going to make it much more functional as a boot jack. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this thing around. I'm just going to heat this other end up red, get it cleaned off, and then we'll move to the second wrench. Alright, we got it nice and red. Just a couple of taps to help loosen up some of that stuff. Just put a little brushing time in now, and hopefully we can save a little brushing time later. Alright, make sure we haven't distorted anything in the process. I want the tines to line up the way they should. That ain't too bad right there. I like it. Alright, now we got to figure out what we're going to do with this other wrench. Get another pair of tongs here. So again, this, I was able to find a wrench that fits perfectly in there, and I think that's what we're going to do. Or I'm just going to weld it at that point. I want this wrench to tip up to hold it off the floor, and then I want it to wrap around like this. So, you know, made in the USA, all of this stuff, I don't want to distort that if I can help it. But I'm going to try to stretch this out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to have enough room to make a good base on this. So I'm going to heat this handle up and see what I can do to stretch it. And we're going to watch that lettering to see how bad it looks. I really don't want to lose that. Not all of it anyway. Find that lettering, because you know what I might be able to do is stretch here and stretch there. That might not bother me too much. Try to save USA if I can. It'd be nice if we could do that. Anybody got the right tongue for this job? Mamma mia. Going for 18 inches, which is right about to there. But see, there USA is there. I'm okay with it. I think we can do that. It's a heavy piece of steel. Do one more time. We'll stretch the end, and then we'll deal with what we end up with. Just a little thick. Alright, we're recording there. Stretch this one more time. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Is still back there. Move this up a little bit. Stay. I think we're okay. Just want to make it look like it was kind of meant to be there, if I can. If I can, I gotta find another set of tongs that work for this job. I think that's alright. USA still there, and then I'll start with the three. We'll find out this was a $100 wrench by the time we get done here. This number here to the end, I don't mind stretching that out a little. Let's see what we got going on here. It's hot enough, that's for sure. USA, made in the USA, and then there's my number. So I'm actually going to start right about there. Place two of those in a row. Well, I'll tell you, about 2 inches shorter than I want to be. There's our 300, or our 3000 series. Made in the USA is right here. Whew. I think I can go a little bit more on it. One more time. Oh, the motorcycle. That looks warm enough down there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I've definitely picked up some thickness so we can stretch the hell out. Come back here, pull it out a little more. Stuff moves easy, that's for sure. too snappy. Let's see if we can even it out a little. Wouldn't mind a bit of a tape there. Cleaning some of these handle marks up. A few of them there still. Twos for the twos. Well, I'll tell you, we came close. I wanted to go out to here. So I think that's what we're going to do now. I got to bend this head up. I'd say so the tips are about 2 inches off the ground, and then I also would like to start the bend here. I'm thinking if I just make this one big loop, and I can go ahead and get this to mount in here somewhere. I think I'd like that. So let's go ahead and start curving this. I think it'll be easier to bend that head up no matter what. But with the head bent up, it might be difficult to curve. So we're gonna curve it this way. Although, if we curve it this way, then standing on the boot jack, you'll be able to read. It just doesn't work that way for me. Well, we'll give it a try. See if we can get a curve on this. Alright, now I don't want to mess up the end of this wrench at all, so we're going to go ahead and quench the jaw part, as much of it as I can. And I want to go that way. I wish I didn't want to go that way, but I do. Let me rotate these so I get a little more strength. It's a scary looking mess. We'll keep going, we'll see what we end up with. Betcha. We'll put this curve in now. What I'm thinking is I might have to bring that neck back the other way by the time I get done. But we'll see what it does. Tongue's just not quite tongue enough. Where's my USA? Is this warm still? Can't tell. Let's see, because this. Yeah, this goes way the hell over here. Way the hell over there. Man, I'm not recording. I'm not liking this at all. This is how I'd like it to sit. Alright. Keep going. I gotta love these designs, you freaking little projects. Thought this would be a quick one. We're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, you know what I mean? Alright, I actually have a plan. I'm not going to let you in on it yet. But I actually have a plan. Let me just cool that down a little bit. I'm not letting you in on it because I have zero confidence in my plan. That needs to be a pretty darn tight radius right there. Pretty darn tight radius right there, according to my plan. Man, I'm not liking my plan. Come Come on now. Horseshoe or railroad spike off. Let's just see what we got to work with here. Boy, I'll tell you, it may not be a stupid plan. Alright, let me curve this son of a bitch around. What I'm thinking about doing, guys, I was going to roll it this way, but maybe I'll just roll this up. If I put a twist on that, and then run this up and bend it up, I might be able to pinch it on both sides and be where I want to be. So we're going to come back and try to match this curve here. That's the plan, Stan. Not exactly happy with what's going on, or a little warm on, but let's go ahead and at least establish where I want the tight part to be. Oh, God damn it, that looks good. Not exactly what I had in mind, but geez, it looks pretty darn good. I don't know. Because what I was gonna do was this. We're gonna do something like that. I'm afraid it's going to be so short and not want to stay where I want it to stay. And I'm going to have to be back here. But it might not be. It might not be. If I come up with this one here and that one there, we might be alright. What I'd like to do is squeeze this in. I don't know if I am man enough to do that. Let's give it a try though. What I'm thinking is if I heat in here and then hammer off the ends, it'll cause that to bow. That's what I'm hoping. We will see. Shut you off. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead put this thing in the vise. I need to get that arm out so I can straighten it. I'll take my little turning tool here and do that. Heck, that looked pretty good. I'm going to even straighten it with this tool. I had a good fight on it. I'm going to do this or am I going to be fighting myself? Oh, hell yeah. Somebody made that tool. Oh, where I want it, I think. Alright. I'm kind of liking how that turned out because when I get that down now, somewhere in this vicinity, bring this thing over. Yeah, I'm going to be in a good spot there, I think. I really do. So I'm just gonna, I don't really have room. I'm gonna have to move that over a little bit, but what I want to do is go back to my spot here. Get this flattened out. You guys may think it looks like a cluster, but it's getting there. So the question that I have is, do you want to turn the bottom up or the top down? Or the top up? To get the height I want. Or do I just curve the whole thing up? No, I can't curve the whole thing. I want as much out here as I can. So I'm going to twist that up. That's the plan. Let's twist it and see what we get. Sucks when you don't know what you're doing. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to isolate the heat on this so I'm not twisting way back here. So I'm going to cool that down as best I can. I want that twist to be as close to the head of that wrench as possible. Pinch that in there to help it even more. And I think we'll go with these. I decided to turn this end up, right? Holy shit. Oh my god. We need just a bit of you know, I'm not hating that. It ain't what I expected, but I don't hate it. Where'd my tongs go? I think in my fit of excitement I dropped my tongs somewhere. I'm actually hating it a lot, but I think we'll be okay. I didn't expect, where are you? You're over here now. I didn't expect to put that curve into the head, but I think I'm okay with that. I just need to get this edge down. I need to get these edges down. Let's heat her up again. It would be cool if I was about to tell you I'm on the tweaking side of town, but I don't think I am. This is too high. I'd like to get some of that roundness out. Which isn't too bad right there, I'm telling you. It's getting close. You gotta be cool by now, right? It's getting close. Are you with me? No, you can't see a freaking thing. Dumbass. Sorry, guys. It's getting right. See that? I like that. It seems to be a little front heavy, but we can bring it back a little. Bring that up and bring this down. We are getting close, children. I just need to bring this down a little. Doesn't want to rock forward as much. I need this too. I'm okay with that, I really am. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit more. You with me? So that when I straddle Made in the USA, I come out to here. God, I wish I could make it. It just seems a little front heavy still. But I kind of like how everything's coming together. I just need to bring this up in here. Maybe I should just tuck it underneath. It's just a little bit on the front heavy side, but you know what? We might be able to fix that still. I'm just going to bring that corner up. I'm going to bring it right up to kiss this, and we'll go from there. What I do is I wanted to bring this up, but I don't want to bring it up any more than I have to on the flat. So let's throw it in there. Bring you guys over before I lose my heat. I'm just going to bring her up that way. We wouldn't lose much of our flat. Let's see what that does. See what that does to life. I think we're okay. I think I can go ahead and I got the right tongs for crap. I'd really like to tuck that in a little bit there. Like that. Because that is going to give me much more frontal stability. put this here, made in USA. I think that'll stay there now. I really do. All just to try to get that made in the USA centered. It ain't gonna be centered, so we're gonna go out here like this with it. I like it. I think she'll stay there. We're a little bit high from a boot rack perspective, so I think what we'll do, wait, I come down, yeah, I can come down another inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll this down a little bit more, the jaws, and we will be done. That's the last I'm going to do with it. Believe it or not. I left you over there. Hopefully these things are working, because if they ain't working, uh-oh, they probably should have been down there. I wonder what the hell you were looking at. Probably my hat the whole time. Oh man, if I make another shitty video, I'm gonna lose everybody's attention. Adjustment. Alright, cool. That or I'm gonna totally mess it up. So what I already said I don't want to do, I wanted to roll that down, right? That's too high. So I want to roll that down. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. Without messing everything. Steel on the ground. I guess that's the best way to do it right there. Fucking tongs. Don't hate me because I dropped steel. You would think that would be the same as hammering here. I think I like that. Gives us much more frontal support. That's much more stable. Ouch. Made in the USA centered, and I think we're a good distance off the ground, so I like it. That's it, children. That's what we're gonna call it. Just hope it isn't too top heavy. It's just on the edge of being top heavy, you know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know, it doesn't look top heavy in that direction. Alright. Well, it is what it is. We're gonna weld. I'm gonna clean this up best I can. We're gonna weld that on, and that's gonna be it. I'll be back when it's all cleaned up. Alright guys, got it cleaned up. It's still a little front heavier than I want it to be, but I'm going to do the best I can. It just wants to go, but it's not quite there. I think it looks pretty cool. It's certainly a unique or odd item. I didn't want this wrench to be as rough as it is, but boy, we'd had a lot of hammering to get it into it. So I think from an artistic standpoint, it'll look just fine, and we'll run over to the welder and we'll weld this thing up. How we can hold this thing where we want it to be and then tack it, because I want all the welds underneath. How the hell can I tack this without it being more than obvious? We want to go right to the letters. We want it to look relatively centered. I want it right there. Just hold it. Oh, I think I can. Just enough for a tack. Alrighty. I wish I had a pair of gloves on, but I don't. I'm going to tack it right there. I think that's good. Yep. I don't want a shitload of splatter all over, so let's. I need more of this stuff. Some of you guys say use Pam. I don't want to try it. I don't know why, but maybe I will. Man, let's get this thing welded up. Let me go in here first. And across here. Ain't got to hold too much. Over. just a little front heavy. Damn you. And just a little front heavy. I don't like that. So what are we going to do to fix that problem? I think it's just a little bit, just too much. That sucks, the big one, actually. So we are going to, if I just brought that up a little bit more, I think we'd be alright. It's just there, just there. Do 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 do. Or we just put something on the bottom here. Oh, that's it right there. It's this spot right here. See how it rests there? We had that where it needed to be. No, it's still be front heavy. It's still be front heavy. Let me think. Alright guys, best laid client plans, right? So I had to put a little counterweight on the thing so that it was back heavy enough. I lost the made in, but I still got the USA sacrifices, you know, what the hell. Holy cow. So she still has a bit of a rock to her, but she's definitely going to go back to where she needs. The weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. I bet you not many youngsters even know what I'm talking about. I like it. It looks pretty cool. Let's see if it works. Alright, we'll set her down like that. Stand on it, boot goes in, boot comes off, works really well. I think it's a cool looking little thing. For sure. It took twice as long as it needed to. So this is now a $400 boot rack. Yeah, right. Alright. Hopefully these things here help a little bit. I picked them up on my own, and we'll see if that adds to anything. The last video I did with the 360 is pretty bad because of the lighting. Lighting and sound. There you have it. Dude, this is freaking cool. Dude and dudettes, man. I saw this. It's like, what can I turn it into? And I had this other big ass wrench there. I not hemmed and hawed, but geez, trial and error to get this thing to fit in, to be the way it's supposed to be. And then in the end, sometimes you got to compromise. You can still see where is it? USA in there. And do your best to make it work. That's all there is to it. Alright, take care. Did I call that thing a boot rack for the whole video? I'm sitting here thinking about it. I just clear coated it and I'm thinking, I forgot what that was called. It's boot jack. And I'm thinking I probably called that thing a boot rack for the whole damn video. Chandler's a dumbass sometimes. A dumbass is dumbass. Bye. Sorry about that.